Touhou Genso Rondo, Bullet Ballet, on the PS4. This is an audio, actually this is a research stream of a game that I obtained from the Carroll County Public Library System of Maryland. Don't ask me, okay, I got it because I saw the title, I said, this is a top-down shooter? Never heard of this thing, let's see what this is about. I know nothing about it, I didn't even know what the box looked like. I just saw it in the card catalog, I'm like, you know what? I've never heard of this thing, but here's a shooter on the PS4, let me see what this is all about. I guess I thought it was a bullet heck shooter. It's not. It's a fighting game that uses bullet heck mechanics. So imagine a cave shooter, like... how do I describe this? Imagine Life Force with Street Fighter 2 controls. Gotta go way back to that one. Yeah, that's not even a bullet heck. Just try to describe a bullet heck game to people who haven't played like games like Castle Shikigami or what's that game I got? Akai Katana. People trying to explain that to Momo. I don't even know what the name of that game is called. Morihime. Those games, these cave shooters are all over Steam these days. This is a Street Fighter 2 like bullet hell shooter. Let's just put it that way. We gotta go through the tutorial because this thing's really complicated. Or at least it seems really complicated. There's a lot to unpack here. I'll skip through most of the shenanigans because unfortunately it's one of those tutorials that's trying to tell a story and it's actually kind of an inane story. But anyway, yeah. Yes, there will be anime in this video. Fair warning. That's your content warning. Okay. Thank you for purchasing Bullet Ballet. Very simple. Dodge the enemy's Danmaku. That's a Japanese term that means curtain fire or barrage bullets. See, I told you this is an educational channel. Danmaku. So basically just dodge their bullets so you can hit them with yours. But again, it's not like a game where you just hold down the fire button and you just fire incessantly. It's a game where you have to use short, controlled bursts, like a Space Marine in Aliens. But, like I said, fighting game rules. Health gauge is at the top of the screen. Charge gauge is on the, well, right below it. Should have filled the charge gauge, you can use the following special actions. Charge attack, spell attack, special melee. The game will explain all that later, don't worry. Number of bombs with the B icons. Used for spell and bomb attacks. I haven't used bombs yet, but I've only been playing on the lowest difficulty level. I played this game for about half an hour already. Could be interesting. I'm trying to imagine if V-On, remember that virtual on game where you were like one-on-one robot fighting? Well, imagine if you were shooting like waves of bullets instead of just using, melee attacks. There are melee attacks in this game though. Actually, there were projectile attacks in virtual on, but they were more limited than this game. I guess the principle's the same. More power-ups to raise your firepower a bit. Items marked with P appear in many cases. It's when you get blown away from getting hit in too many enemy attacks, so let's collect them. Certain attacks also allow you to take them from your opponents to just melee attacks. They only power you up a little though, so don't get too fixated on the P icons. Okay, fine. Those are your attack gauges. The red one is for main attacks, the blue one is for sub-attacks. What will happen when they're empty? The gauge will turn gray and start to recharge automatically. So again, you can't just hold the fire button down and fire incessantly. You gotta use those short control bursts I was talking about. This indicates your attack range. The blue ring is for your main melee attack. The red ring is for your range of sub-melee attacks. So I guess think of it as like a weak. So think of it as like a weak, strong dynamic, like in an SNK fighting game or in a Street Fighter game. You have weak attacks, you have medium attacks, and you have strong attacks. In this game, you have only weak and strong. So I guess you can think of it that way. Maybe it's not weak and strong. It's just main and sub. But again, two different kinds of attacks. The red ring is for getting in closer. The blue ring is for the longer range melee attack. Yeah, well, practice, don't worry. We'll be fighting at the end of this video, so don't worry. So just focus on dodging the bullets for now. There are 3 different kinds of movement, which I think are actually kind of interesting. Especially for a top-down shooter, which is basically what this game is. At least it's how it plays, somewhat. So you can just use the D-pad or the left stick to move around normally, which is how I normally move, because I'm still practicing. You can also use the dash move, which I use quite often, so I can get used to the speed of movement. It's difficult to make quick turns, which is true. You have wide turns when you're dashing. After dashing a certain distance, you'll stop. But it also allows you to move through the bullet barrages if you can, which is good. It's also a slow move, which allows you to make more precise movements. If you hold down the L1 button, you can move very slowly if you want to move with a lot more precision than a normal move, which again sounds really interesting. There's a blue orb around you when you move slowly. Oh yeah, when you use the slow move, your collision window is smaller. So you're a smaller target when you move more slowly. And the game will explain how the charge rate works, because apparently you take less damage when you use the slow move. So you're a smaller target and you take less damage if you do get hit. So I guess it's like blocking. Like when you turn, like if you're shooting a gun, you turn to the side so that you're a smaller target, that whole thing. Increase damage, also increase the portion of your charge gauge. Okay. So yeah, the game will explain the charge gauge in a second, because it's used for special attacks. Super special attacks, basically. Use normal move. Yeah, we know that. Aim for better positioning. Yeah. So early on, for the very basics, the game's about dodging bullets and avoiding damage as much as you can. Okay, this is a Danmaku battle. Main attacks, sub attacks, and charge attacks. Yep, main attack is square. So you can remap these keys, just so you know. But I kind of like this default setup for now. Each attack will be different depending on if you're using a normal dash or slow move. Oh, so if you're moving, if you're dashing, or if you're doing a slow crawl, the attacks you spit out are different. Sounds to you like this. This is the setup. So you have 3 moves. So you have 3 attacks when you're moving, 3 attacks when you're dashing, and 3 attacks when you're crawling, basically. Which again, it's a Street Fighter 2. To me, it's kind of like a Street Fighter 2 thing. You know, there are different moves when you're crouching, different moves when you're jumping straight up, different moves when you're jumping towards or away from an enemy, that kind of thing. Which I kind of dig. Okay, look at my health gauge. Took all your shots and lost a lot of my health. And yeah, she shot me with a main attack, which is the square button on this default setup. Next corresponding gauge, and that since charge attacks are powerful, we use them with care. The charge gauge does recover on its own, but very slowly. Yeah. The charge meter's below the vitality meter. Remember, top of the screen. Charge attacks with the triangle button. And check out her charge gauge right there. She expended it. Charge break state, you'll not be able to use abilities that require the charge gauge. Yeah, it's fine. You can recover from that state when you fill at least 1 charge gauge. Now it's time to explain grazing. Ah, yeah. Basically dodging bullets. Like, what's it? I can dodge bullets, baby. Yeah, when you're so close, when you're close, but when you're getting really close to the bullets, they don't actually hit you like that. That's an interesting mechanic that I like. That risk-reward thing that all the gamers seem to love. As you just saw, the normal way to charge your charge gauge will be by grazing. If you want to charge it a lot, you can do a slow move, which of course is even riskier. Actual battle will be a lot more bullets flying. You'll be able to charge it more quickly. And if you're really good at determining how far you are away and how close you can get, eventually you learn how close you can get to those bullets and charge up that meter a lot more quickly, which is handy. The word break disappeared. Now I can use all my abilities again. Yeah, try grazing whenever you can. Like a special kind of diet, I suppose. There's also a melee attack. Yeah, like in Virtual Vaughn, there are melee attacks. In this case, not that powerful, but it's about special effects. Okay, so when you get close to an enemy, you press square for the main, X for the sub. Circle, okay, it's a special melee attack, okay. So if you get close enough, you can do a circle melee attack. You cannot use the main or sub melee attack till the enemy is out of range. Remember the blue meters for the main melee attack, the red meters for the sub melee attack. You can use special melee anytime, but it expends your charge gauge. Ugh, fine. Let's try a main melee attack. Yeah, get at me, sis. Okay, you almost outside the blue ring, which is the range of my... She's just outside the red ring, but she is inside the blue ring. So I can press the square button 3 times for a melee combo. So you can combo your melee attacks. Always better to go for combos, huh? You can only combo main melee. So you can only combo the X button, the main melee attacks, on the default setup. But they can also be blocked by a slow move. Oh, really? Okay, some melee attacks can't be blocked, so for slow moving enemies, attack with anything but melee. Oh, okay. So I have to get inside the red meter. If a person's like crawling, like with that slow move, then you have to press the X button to attack them at melee range. And you have to be inside the red circle too. You can use some melee attacks in the middle of main melee. Oh, okay. So you can mix it up. So you have to break your guard when using this. Press the main melee attack. Oh, conversely, the enemy is about to break your guard using a sub melee attack. Press the main melee attack button to perform a counter attack. That seems to be kind of coin flippy. It's a combo breaker. If you block all your opponent's melee attacks, you will automatically counter attack. Enemies might change from main to sub. So you can crawl to avoid the main melee attack, and you can press the main melee attack button to counter a sub attack. Okay. So I guess you can crawl and press the square button to counter if you're really good at it. Some enemies might change from main to sub in the middle of a combo to prevent being combo counter. That may be your chance. Okay. Next, special melee is the name of class special kind of melee attack. So anytime your charge gauge is charged, you can neutralize enemy bullets, which is fantastic. If you're willing to wait for it. Just try to neutralize my bullets using a special melee attack. That's a circle button. Nice. Of course, it uses your charge meter. The number of peons is based on luck. Okay, so it's a dice roll. Ugh. RNG, am I right? Be careful not to get off your melee attacks blocked, or you'll have your block penetrated because you'll lose a large amount of your P items. That's like high level stuff, though. I'm probably not going to use that right away. Using melee attacks for the purpose of getting peons to be an effective strategy. It's lower level enemies, it's not so bad. By the way, when you and your opponent use magic at the same time, the privilege will apply. So it's that rock, paper, scissors thing. Last but not least, I'll explain spell attacks. Yeah, this is the last thing we have to learn. Don't worry, we'll get to the regular fighting in a second. You'll need at least 1 full charge gauge and at least 1 bomb. I don't think I've used a spell yet at all. I've been dodging a lot of spells lately. Before I started recording. And full recharge, huh? Press the spell button to perform a spell attack. Like I said, ignore the anime shenanigans. She's just filling in. He's just filling in the tutorial bits with entertaining bits, I suppose. It's like a Funimation. It's like a Funimation subtitle. Very literal and very sort of soulless, frankly. But it explains what needs to be explained. That's what's okay. All attacks will be different while the spell is activated, and you'll be able to use them without limitations. She's pressing all of the buttons. Should have been dodging that. Yeah, you can dodge that. The duration of the spell attack determines the remaining amount of your charge. Depends on the remaining amount of your charge gauge. Yeah. Spell attacks last until either the time or your health runs out. You should attack any way you want. What is that blue pointer in front of you for? It indicates the shooting direction. Let's try moving my aim. That's with the R2 button. You can also do that when you're not shooting a spell, but I don't know what the point is of aiming when you aren't shooting a spell. But yeah, that little blue, that tiny blue triangle, you know, inside the pink and the red circles. Yeah, that's the laser. shoot directly at the enemy, or it might be interesting. Yeah, you can actually kind of pen them in by shooting in a different direction than you're actually facing. So you can kind of mix it up a little bit, which I like. I'm not gonna be able to do it in a real fight, I don't think, until I practice some more. But again, I like the idea of not attacking the enemy directly, but just kind of penning them in so that they have to move in another direction, unless they want to take a hit. You can also use a turning attack outside of a spell attack. Yeah. The game explained that. That's even when you're not using a spell, you can aim in a different direction if you want to like pen an enemy in on a corner of the screen or something. It's like in Street Fighter games, you control the space by throwing Hadoukens or doing vertical attack moves. That's how you control the space. This game has a similar principle, which I like. To be specific, you can only make normal and slow attacks. You'll be facing upward the whole time. Yeah. So when a spell is activated, you're in this one-on-one dueling situation where the spellcaster is always on the top and the defender is always on the bottom. Movement speed is relatively increased. Okay, whatever. I think during the spell attack, you can move a little bit faster. Try pressing the charge attack button and do a charge attack. Yeah, I've done this quite a few times. That's how I counter these spell attacks. I pressed in the triangle button for that charge attack. That used a bomb. You have the option of making it through with bombs or to weather it out with your skills alone and save their gauge for your spell attacks. Yeah, I'm probably not going to use that. Thanks for bearing with us for such a long time. It's a Funimation sub. At least it feels like it. Dodge bullets, position yourself where you will take the least amount of hits. Yeah, don't kill me. Don't kill me, sis. Anyway. So that's how you play this game. Now, how does it actually play once you play that way? We'll get to that in just a moment. I want to show you the buttons again. Main attack is the square button. Sub attack is the X button. Those are our two main attacks. Charge attack, you'll see me doing that during a one-on-one fight in just a second. The slow move, like I said, it's like... I call it crawling, I guess. If you hold that button down, you move more slowly, but if you dodge bullets with the slow move, you're more likely to fill your charge meter. The dash move, you're gonna see me do that a lot as I dash around the screen, try to get into specific positions. You'll also see me do attacks when I'm dashing, and you can compare those attacks to what I do when I'm just doing a regular move, because your dash attacks are different. So when I do the training mode, I'll explain how I'm attacking and how I'm moving, so you're able to see how the different moves look. And then we'll do a regular fight. But first things first, we're going to do a training. Fight one-on-one against the CPU, you can set the fighting conditions to your liking, excuse me. So, let's see how this works. I've won a few of these fights, but it's a very low level. Okay, yeah, let's be honest. This game is based on an IP I know absolutely nothing about, so don't worry. I'm a noob. I'm going to play as Reimu, who I guess is the Ryu in this game. The Shrine Maiden of Hakure Shrine. Marisa Kirasame, the Oriental Western Magician. As opposed to the Occidental Eastern Magician, I suppose. Sakuya Izayoi, Maid of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. There are humans, there are... Aya over there on the right-hand side, she's a Crow Tengu, I think. I'll see what that's about. Sine Kochiya, Yomu Kanpaku. Wait, what is that? Half Fantasy Gardener. That's random. Emilia Scarlet, which I think kind of sounds familiar. Anyway, she might have been one of those fighting games that I played on the PS3 a while ago. Alice Heavens to Margatroyd. I mean, right? That's an old school Hanna-Barbera reference for you kids out there. Oh, you millennials. Yuyuko Saiguji. I'm gonna spend all day trying to butcher these names. Utsuho Ryuji, and of course Aya. We're gonna do Reimu versus Reimu, one-on-one, just to see how they play on different difficulty levels. Let's see, this music is actually pretty good. The first two songs are good. This one's not. Whatever. So we'll try that. Faith is for transient people. It's like a cave shooter. It's like the composer of a cave shooter named these songs. I'm supposed to be able to choose the AI difficulty level, but we're just going to do one-on-one with no AI fighting. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. Basics. Balance my charge meter to fall. Continue. We'll continue. We'll let the AI sit still for now. Okay, I pressed X for the sub attack. So when I'm just moving around, that's my sub attack. Now when I'm dashing with the R2 button, that is my sub attack. So you see how it goes further away? So when I'm standing still or just doing a regular move, this sub attack doesn't go very far. But when you're dashing, it goes much further away, and it does that little thing. There's also a melee sub attack. Let's get close to the melee sub attack. Like that. That's the X button. So that's the melee sub attack. Okay. Now let's look at my main attack. I'm holding down the fire button, and then my meter just runs out, see? That's how long I can shoot. The other thing you can do is you can also dash, and that's my main attack when I'm dashing. So you see how it's different? I can hold the button down like this. So let's hold the button down till it's full. Then my meter expends right there. So I'm just holding down the button, and that's how long I can attack, like that. And I can also use short control bursts, like this. So you can mix it up a little bit. Now again, I'm going to hold the button down while I'm dashing. Give me a second. I'm dashing and holding the button down. And by the way, when you tap the button, the dash is the same length. So it doesn't matter how long you hold the dash button down. It always goes to the other side of the screen. I'm also going to... watch me slide around a bit. I'm going to dash. Can I dash anymore? Dash. Yeah, I'm moving around in a circle, see? It's kind of a wider turn radius. That gives you some idea about how I can turn while I'm dashing. So that gives you some idea about the level of control you have while you're dashing. I need to get my sub meter completely refilled. Give me a second. There we go. So it'll refill in a second. So now it's full. So those are the basics. Let me get a bit closer so I can do my main attack. That's my main melee attack. Right here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what else can I do? And my spell attack. Press the circle button inside the melee. They used a little bit of my charge meter. As you can see up there on the top of the screen, it's in green. Let me show you that. See, that's my charge meter up there in green. So I'm going to get close to this dude. Lady. These are all ladies, you probably noticed. I don't know if this counts as a Bishijo fighter, but anyway. Okay, so those are really most of the basics you need. Oh yeah, that's right, I need to do the slow crawl. Give me a second. So that's my sub attack. I'm going to hold down the L1 button and do my slow crawl, see? That is my slow crawl attack. My slow crawl sub attack with the X button. So you can see how it's different from my regular sub attack and my dashing sub attack. That's my main attack. Let me show you my sub attack one more time. That's my regular sub. That's my dashing sub. And this is my crawling sub. So I can give you some idea about the differences in the three attacks. This is my regular main attack. That's my that's my slow main attack. That's my dash main attack right there. The little spread that I got. That's my slow main. And my regular main. Okay, so those are the basics. I also have a special attack with the circle button. I have a dashing. Where's my dashing? My dashing circle attack. Okay. And my slow circle attack. If that made a difference. Okay. So those are the basics. Let's see how I can deal with main attack. What's my counter? Great. Oh yeah. Guess my sub attacks can break these. Yeah, my sub attacks can break those. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, see that? Okay, my slow attack. My slow sub. Okay, that's cute. That's how you pin enemies in. And my dashing sub attack. There you go. It's always good. Circle. So I can press circle to break through those, like that. Dashing. Dash. That's cute. So I guess if you're really good, you can graze with a slow move right there. You can crawl next to these blasts. And then use your charge attack for P's. And of course that's supposed to make your attacks a little bit stronger, see? 25% stronger, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so we'll play normally. So we'll do a regular one-on-one fight, so you get to see me do all of these attacks. Let me back out. So we're going to go to the regular title screen. Versus com. We'll do a story mode and other stuff later. This is just a training mission. It's a training video, bear with me. So we're going to go against the CPU in a one-on-one challenge. Here, we're going to be Reimu on Reimu. There we go. Let's see. We already did Flower of the Night. We already did that one for the Ancient Temple. I did one alright. Wait. Okay, yeah. Best of 5. Level... I did one... Let's do level 3. Let's see how I do against a level... Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll do a low-level opponent so you get to see me do some of my strategy against a lower-level opponent. Nothing too complicated. You'll go level 1. I've already won these matches, but I just want to see... I want you to see how I deal with various situations against a low-level AI. I'm going to win. It's just a matter of I want you to see how I handle certain strategies. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do a lot of dashing with the R2 button, or the R1 button, so be careful. Keep that in mind. She'll attack us eventually, don't worry. There we go. Red Reimu on Blue Reimu. Yeah, that was her slow main attack, I believe. Yeah, that's my slow sub, and that's my slow main right there. It's a little Pocky and Rocky attack I got going on. Got a little Pocky and Rocky card attack. She's trying to pin me in with her slow sub attack. That's okay, I'm able to break out of it. And that's my melee attack. That's my main melee attack. Can't hold me down. I love that dash attack, but it only really works from a distance. You like that? It only really works from the other side of the screen. But it's really handy, I think, against low-level enemies. Let's pen her in a bit. I guess we both did it to each other. That was our slow sub attack right there. I'm all dead. Okay, we got 20 seconds, and she's gonna die, so let's have a little fun with her. Whoops! Took a hit. Don't hit those barriers. Okay, she cast a spell on us, so watch. We're going to be on the bottom of the screen. I'm going to dodge. I'm going to fire back at her. Then when I get close, I'm going to press the triangle button to get a charge attack going. Okay, I'm holding down the L button so I can get my charge meter full. And I broke her meter. So she ran out of time on her spell attack. So I broke her. Like Bane. So basically I was just attacking her during that spell by dodging her attacks on me and then striking, and then countering with my regular attack. That's all I did. Just dodge bullets and then fire back when you can. So don't make this too complicated. For now, just worry about dodging bullets. Whoop, there's a C right there I should have picked up. I'll worry about those later. I think that's a charge regen. I'm not even hitting her. Whoops. Don't hit the barriers. Like I said, you're trying to pin them in sometimes. That's the good thing about these barriers. Oh yeah. Yeah. Got the lasers. Just nowhere near her. Laser fencing is always fun. Uh-oh, we got a spell coming. Okay, so just dodge bullets. Then I'll unleash the charge attack if I can. I'm holding down L and pressing the sub button, the sub attack button. Wow, I'm destroying him. Look at that. That was no effort whatsoever. So I was just slow crawling through those attacks, just firing back with the sub attack button. Wow, dash, I want those. Gimme. 3 combos. She's dead. She's not dead yet. Oh, she got an extension for some reason. Anyway, frame rate died. That's okay. Match is over. If I remember playing best of 5. So again, against this low-level enemy, I'm pretty much able to pwn her at this point because I've been practicing. Now a bit later, you'll see me play against a higher-level enemy, but I'll probably just stick to level 4 for now. Because I want to see how she plays on a higher difficulty level, so I can learn what strategies might work. But now that I know what all the attacks look like, it makes it easier for me to kind of figure out how I want to do this. I'm just melting her at this point. Melting blood. A game I've never played. We'll get to that maybe someday. What was the name of that, Morohime? You know, the game about the tiny fairy who's flying through the forest shooting at dinosaurs? She's gonna die. Give me a second. Got her. Okay. Morohime? I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, this is her, Yata. Her congratulations, you won screen. But please don't open a can of worms. Please don't open that can. Anyway, she's very talkative. She's like Richard Sherman during a after-game conference, I suppose. So we'll play our high-level enemy. Higher-level Reimu. Okay, we did Ancient Temple. Septet to the Dead Princess. Let me just mention this. If you want to hear the Yokai song, you gotta download the additional story and BGM from the PlayStation Store. But this is offline, so we're not gonna do anything like that. Let's do a shorter match. Let's see, best of 3 on a level... Highest one goes level 7. Let's try level 6, see how quickly we die. So you saw me defeat a very low level enemy using very simple strategies. Let's see what I need to do against a higher level enemy. Could be quite interesting. One hopes. Okay, I penned her in, that was good. That's a slow... Whoop, she countered me. I did a slow, wow. A lot of barriers. I did a slow sub attack. And I think I might have penned her in there. You can see all these slow sub attacks are the reason all these barriers keep appearing. Whoa. Okay, we're in trouble. I'm taking off some damage from her, so that's good. Look out. Dodge. Dive in. We'll dive in. That's her spell. Yeah, she casted a spell on me. So if this gets pretty bad, I'm going to have to use the special attack. Give me a second. Somehow dodging. I'm slow crawling through these. We're slow jamming through the Danmaku. This is bad. I press the triangle button so I can get through those barriers. So I pressed the triangle button to get through those slow-moving cards, and it worked. And I broke her. Okay, so I was holding down the L1 button that whole time, so I can slow crawl through those cards. And then I was able to press the triangle button for that spinning card attack that I did. So I was able to break through her barrier with that charge attack. But now my charge meter is empty, so I gotta build it back up. I can slow jam through these bullets, so I can get through her bullets more precisely and rebuild my charge meter. I'm gonna have to do that again right here. My slow sub. I think I'm making it through. Okay, triangle. Okay, it got me through that. It got me through that wave of bullets, and I broke her. Okay, she's about to die. Got her. That was a level 6 enemy. Wow. I'm doing way better than I thought I would. Maybe the AI is not that good. Well, up-tempo Japanese synth here, as you would expect from a shooter. An anime shooter, right? Whoops! Okay, I took 3 hits there. That was bad. That's my vitality. Okay, I'm a little bit behind her now. Okay. Okay, we've got a spell going on. It's going to be interesting. Okay, hold on. Whoa! I'm not dead! Gotta use a triangle pretty soon. I'm not dead. My triangle. Triangle! Okay, I got close enough to her. Yeah, I got close enough to her with the triangle to break her. Okay, so we did alright. Okay, dash. Get some dash sub attacks in there. She's too close to me, so I can't use those. Let's use the slow barriers, the slow sub-attack. She's getting too close to me. Oh, she's getting really close to me. She is not hanging back at all. I should figure it out. Okay, we got 12 seconds, so let's play keep away a bit. Yeah, let's play some keep away. Okay, I'm not dodging any of these. Yeah, she blocked all of them. Wow. Yeah, she blocked every single one of those melee attacks. Okay, I see what's going on now. Look out. I hit the barrier. She's starting to realize that I can't just stay far away from her. She's going to have to get close to me if she wants to win. And the strategy seems to be winning. Yeah, look at that. She opened up that can of worms. Yeah, she's getting close to me when I start whipping out that that dash sub attack of mine. That dash sub right there. But I'm gonna have to dash. So I can keep her getting too close to me. But yeah, she's killing me. So I gotta get a lot closer. Okay, running out of time, kid. Okay, I got her with that one. I hit the sub attack. She couldn't block it. I need to use a lot. I need to do a lot more damage to her. Give me a second. I need to do a lot more damage. Nope. That's second loss. Yep, I lost on time. Okay, so last fight for me. I need to win this one. Hopefully, I might be able to pin her in. So let's do it. Let's pin her in with some slow sub attacks. I can pin her in a bit. She's getting peas for getting past my barriers. So my logic is slow down and use the barriers, slow sub barriers, instead of trying to use the dash attack. The dash barriers are fine, but they're not great. Whoop! My charge, I'm taking a lot of hits now. Whoops! She got way more of those dashing sub attacks than I did. Okay, I got her. I got her pinned in. Good, good, good. Ah, crap! No, you don't. Don't get close to me, girl. Let's see if I can pin her in a little bit. Yeah, she's gonna die. She's gonna die. I think I got her. Dash. Got her! Okay, final round. I'm starting to feel it now. I'm starting to get a feel for the flow of the combat here. I can go back and watch this video later if I want to see what attack she did on me. Okay, she got out of the barriers. Whoops! I couldn't counter that. I need to get my charge meter filled. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of hits. I'm gonna have to dodge. Holy crap! If you can keep track of what's going on, it's great. Just keep your eyes on me. Whoops. Took 3 hits. Yeah, that's bad. I couldn't counter any of that. Yeah, she's getting around me. What? I'm gonna die. Okay, I'm gonna die. Let's keep things interesting. I'm running out of charge attacks. Yeah, she got me. I think she used her charge move to counter my bullets, and she got me. But that was a pretty good fight. So yeah, I'm able to hold my own a little bit against a higher level AI. I wasn't expecting that. So we'll play one more match with Reimu. On Reimu. So you get to see how she fights. I think is interesting. Let's see. I can also let me sample another character instead. Reimu versus. Let's go against Heavens to Margatroyd. Lower level though. Let's go level 4. We'll just see how we do. We'll sample what she can do at a moderate difficulty level, and then we'll end the video. So you got to see me explain how one of the characters works. You got to see me practice with it, and you got to see me in a series of fights against increasingly difficult enemies. That gives you some idea about how you can survive against some of these opponents when you're still learning the game. Whoops! Don't get too close. Get slow jam. slow jam these barriers so she gets penned in a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's pen her in if we can help it. She might dash out of that, so fair warning. I like penning her into a corner if I can. And there's that. Oh, she got a spell on us. Okay, be careful. We're going to have to dodge her. I'm going to slow jam through these waves if I can. Oh, now. Okay, triangle. So I can move closer to her like that. And I broke her. So I attacked her enough to break through her spell. But I didn't have to I could outlast her. I can just use bombs to break through it if I want. I just didn't want to keep dodging. I start out by dodging, then I just break out the charge attack. Whoops. I'll take those. That crap. Okay, I'm not doing so well right now. Give me a second. I'm hitting the wrong button. That's fine. Trust me. Okay, she's going to cast another spell on us. So I'm going to dodge as long as I can. And then break out the triangle button. There's my triangle. Can't be faded. Alright. Okay, I got her. I just need to keep dodging and paying attention to my barriers. They're my barriers. They're my slow sub barriers. I couldn't pen her in that time. She's taking a lot of hits. She's going down. She got an extension. Not for long. Ah, crap. Let me just use my bomb on her. Yeah, she got an extension going. Yeah, I'm gonna die pretty soon if I'm not careful. Made it out. She's down. So I guess she cast a spell. She was about to die. She got an extension. I guess she casted a spell to give her a little bit more time. That's the way it works, girl. Okay, let's see if I can show those blades. Yep, that was my dashing sub. Dash. I'm gonna have to see if I can pen her in instead. Well, she got my melee attack. I'm trying to pen her in with those slow sub attacks. Look out. Dash. Okay. Yeah, dash away from her. Dash away from her. She's taking a lot of hits there. If I can pen her in a bit. Got her. Yes. Crap. Lost a bunch of teeth. Yeah, down she goes. So that's my third win, right? Yep. Game set. Okay, so that's enough of this game for now. We'll come back with some different characters. This one seems okay. Just kind of curious how the AI is going to hold up. This seems okay. She only has one victory speech, huh? Okay. Whatever she said. So we'll come back to this. It seems interesting.